Okay, Ji. Today we will talk about the arrays and the example of the arrays, and like in the last lesson, in my video lesson as well, we discussed the key terminologies associated with the arrays, and you people have learned about the various things that we consider while we are working with the array. And one very important aspect that we discussed was how we manipulate an array. Means the initialization of the array and so uh, how to initialize an array, how to process an array, and then how to print an array. Today we'll particularly talk about the processing of the array, the manipulation, the real manipulation of the array. So when we have the data inside the array, what sort of working we can do with the content of the array, with the data, with the element that holds the data, what basic things we can do with it. So today we'll talk about the linear search. And linear search is searching a value into an array, from the array, and asking it from the user. So we'll discuss it now. So today again we will discuss arrays, and today we'll talk about the linear search. Okay, so linear search is when we have an array like let's say we have this array. I'll just show you. So the elements 1 2 3 4 5 6, for example, this is the array, and the array name is my list, and it is from 1 2 3 4 5 6, and it has so these are the addresses: index 1 2 3 4 5 6. So now when we put values in it, let's say we are putting 4 3 9 2 7 5, some random values will store in the array. Linear search is something that that means to search a particular value from this, to search for any number from this array, and we want, let's say, a number. User gives a number, for example, that is 7. This is the number that we are looking. So how the linear search works, what is the process of linear search, how it works, I'll just explain it and then we'll go toward the coding. In the linear search, we first look into the first element, like now this is the element that we are searching. Now this is the, for example, this is the number that we are looking. This is the number we are looking. So first we'll go to the first element and we'll compare it with this element, and then if it is found, then we will say yes, otherwise we'll move to the next and we'll see, is this 7? No. Is this 7? No. Is this 7? So every time we are going and looking that is 7 is there in this location, in this element. So here we don't have 7, so we say this is false. So this is false. Search is false, means we are not searching. So 2, no, but here when we reach, it is true. So when it is true, what will happen? We'll give a message that the value is found. You just tell that the value is found at location 5. Okay, So this is called the linear search. Linear search means looking into every element of the array. This, and when you found it, then you stop searching. Further searching will be stop further search after this. So there is no need to search it. Is the concept is clear? Linear search, that is why it is called linear search. And in your A2 you will learn some more searching. That is why it is called linear search. In A2 you will learn the binary search. That is another method. So linear search means searching each element of the array one after the another and keep it repeating until you found the value or the list, you reach the end of the list or you reach the upper bound. You remember I told you that this one is the lower upper bound and this is the lower bound. So you're searching till the upper bound, and it can happen that if you, for example, you look for 10, you're looking for 10, you come over here, 4 no, 3 no, 9 no, 2 no, 7 no, 6 no. So you reach till the end of the list, till the end of the array, and you will not found any the value you're searching. So in this case we can say value is not found in list or in array. So this can also happen that every time the search is false. So here you have false, 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 false. So in every search you are with false. So the search is false till end. But here you are false, 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 but then you reach to true. Means the search was true when you reached the the content. Okay, so this is the linear search. Now for the linear search, now I have already written the code. Now how can we do that? Now see, this is the linear search, and here we have declared an array with the name mylist, and here we have directly assigned the values. This is, I told you in my last lesson that we can directly assign the values. With the declaration you can put these things like 3, 5, 9, 12, 8. So these are the values. And but one thing you should know, that when we are assigning values like this, one thing is that we place it empty, the my list, the size we will not put over here. So we will not write here, for example, if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements, so we'll not write 5. You'll not write 5 over here. We'll not do this. Okay. So this will do only when we are not assigning the value directly in the declaration. So if we are assigning the values in the declaration, then we'll leave it empty, because the size will be considered, the size will be taken by counting the number of values inside these two brackets. So here it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the size is 5 now over here. Now then we have the value to search. So this is the value we are searching. Then there is a temp. Then there is a boolean variable is found. So is found is very important, because if the value we are searching, so this flag variable will be used, and initially it will be assigned a value false. Okay. Then we ask the person to enter a value to search. Let's say, so output, enter a number to search, and the person will enter the value in this variable. Then we will have the for loop. I told you that more appropriate and more right option of selecting the repetition is for loop for the arrays, because we know the number of iterations, we know the time, the process we will repeat. So for I is equal to 0 to 4, why I have written 0 to 4? I told you that the arrays, if we assign the values like this, then in programming we definitely need to write 0 to 4, or otherwise you can write 1 to 3. If it is pseudocode, you can do it 1 to 4. So but better is to just be clear about the array by default is starting with the index 0. So 0 to 4 means 5 elements. So we are taking the value from the array element and placing it in the temp. We can do this, or we can directly write the array name over here. They both are valid, but this is more appropriate way of taking the value from first element. Means 3 will come in the temp, and then we'll compare the temp with the value to search that the user is asking and looking, and if they both are equal, means the value is found. The person is looking for the value and that is found in the first location. So the moment the temp is equal to the value to search, this is the message that you will send. The number is found in the list. And the other very important thing is that you change the flag variable from false to true. Why? Because the value is found. So now it must be true. And other thing you need to do is that you exit the loop. Now there is no need to look into the other values of the array, because the value is already found. So the loop will end and there is no. But if the value is not found, for example, you're looking for a value, let's say it is a 10. So first I is 3, I is 0, then it will look into 3, then it will look into 5, then it will compare with 9, then it will compare with 12, then it will compare with 8. So it means it will reach to till 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So till the end, the 10 is not there. The 10 is not present in the elements, in the various location of the array my list. So what will happen? The loop will not go inside this if and if. It will not go inside it, because every time the value, when it will be compared with the value to search, it will return false. So when it is false, it will go to end if, and then it will look into the other element. So it will not go inside the if and if, because the when it will go inside, when these two values will be equal. So if 10 is not there, so it will not go inside it. Okay, so when it will not go inside this if and if, so it means the is found will remain false. So when it will remain false, this line will this condition will become true. Is found is equal to false. If is found is equal to false, then you give this message that the value is not found in the list. So this is the linear search, and this is the pseudocode for doing the linear search. I hope the concept is clear.